Well, this place I've been wanting to see for a long time, like for years. And I finally made it out here. Now mind you, before I got here, let me tell you, like I do in all the places I go to, I checked the weather to make sure it was going to be okay. Well, the weather changed once I got here, drastically. And I've been stuck here for a little while because I'm waiting on a new fridge to arrive that I had ordered out here. So, but I am at Monument Valley. Yes, Monument Valley. Now Monument Valley has a lot of Native American history to it. It is on tribal land and everything. So you guys know how I feel about the Native American history. I was so excited to come out here and come on this tribal land and experience the history and all that. And I mean, it does look really peaceful. I was excited just to come and see how peaceful it looked and everything. But since I've been out here, it has been non-stop bad experiences. Yes. So, I have driven through a lot of this already to get here in the first place. But because I've been here for, I think, 5 days so far, waiting on my fridge to get out here, with all the bad experiences that I've had, I'm kind of just over this area right now and ready to go. I have 2 more days till my fridge gets here, and once my fridge gets here, I'm ready to go. So because it's been nothing but bad experiences, I'm not even excited to go explore the area anymore. But you guys know I share everything with you guys. So I did drive up to the visitor center, so at least I could get a little bit of this to share with y'all. And I wanted to share my bad experiences with you guys. Now, I'm not saying everybody's gonna have a bad experience coming out here, but I did, non-stop. All right, well, I'm gonna turn this around, let you guys enjoy this view for a minute, and then we'll go with story number 1. Story number 1. So, I was camping on BLM out here. I was camping at Valley of the Gods, which you guys already saw that video. And that place was beautiful. It was free camping in the middle of nowhere. Same monuments and rock formations. I got lucky with that camping spot. But my fridge broke. So I had to figure something out, which you guys already saw that video also. And I had to go to an established campground. You guys know I use Hip Camp a lot, so I found a campground off of Hip Camp. Well, this is day 1 of me in Monument Valley. I get to the campground, and it's actually somebody's backyard, which is fine. You know, I don't expect all the Hip Camp places to be amazing, but literally it was somebody's backyard where it was 15 feet away from their house. So they had 2 large dogs and 2 small dogs. And I'm gonna make this story pretty short because there's a couple more stories. So I'm there for like 30 minutes and I keep trying to let my little dog out of my Jeep so she could use the bathroom. And every time I keep letting my little one out of the Jeep, these 4 dogs aggressively keep running over to us barking aggressively, like everything. So I would have to scoop my little one up, throw her in the Jeep, and yeah, and wait for the dogs to leave. So the third time that I'm trying to let my little one out, here comes the dogs again. And they're running up aggressively. And so I scooped my little one up, and before I could even put her in the Jeep, the two large dogs aggressively attack one of their small dogs, which were tiny little Chihuahuas. So I'm holding my little one in my hand, and I'm yelling at the top of my lungs and screaming at these dogs, trying to break up this dog fight. And the owners are not coming outside. I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs. Finally, I get the dogs broken up. I put my little one in the Jeep, and then I message the owners that were in their house 15 feet away, probably less than 15 feet. And when I message them, I tell them what happened, and they just respond with, okay. They never came outside to check on their dog, and they never came outside to check on me. Now, mind you, the little dog that was attacked by their two large dogs was covered in blood. Yes, and it was screaming too. So I left. I left and I went to a KOA. That was the only other campground that I could find in the area. So I went to the KOA. They actually messaged me later on and said, did you leave? And I said, yes, it was unsafe for my little dog to be there. So, and then I told them, I hope that you went and checked on your dog because it was covered in blood and blah, blah, blah. And they actually responded with, well, our dogs only do that to each other, but they don't do that to other dogs. So I'm in the process of trying to get a refund back from that place. I just didn't even respond to them. So that was the first incident. Second, the weather was supposed to be clear while I was out here with 1 day of rain. Well, the weather changed drastically and went down to the low 20s, and it was snowing every day. I woke up one morning to ice all over my Jeep. It was that cold. So it was rough sleeping in my Jeep in these low temperatures and snow. So I couldn't do anything for a couple of days because I was stuck inside of my Jeep because of all the rain and all the snow. It was crazy. So then, because of the temperatures that dropped, a really good friend of mine actually got me a hotel room. So I could just wait it out in the hotel room until my fridge arrives. Now I do have my fridge going to the KOA, and I have to say my KOA experience here in Monument Valley has been the only good experience. The people, all the employees there, the lady that cleans, the people that work in the office, they were all so very nice. But I just could not tough it out in my Jeep anymore in this weather. So yeah, I got a hotel room. It was pretty bad. I worry more about my little one in this weather than I do about myself. So the hotel that I stayed at, or that I'm still at right now, I go to the restaurant to go get me some food because my food in my fridge has gone bad. So go to the restaurant, and the people at the restaurant were some of the unkind people I've ever met. And I even tried to work my little kindness with them, like with the smile thing and all that, because you guys know I'm pretty kind to everyone. And if I also see people that I feel like are not having a good day, I try to make a joke, or I try to ask them to give me a smile for their pretty face. That did not work at this restaurant. So I'm not going to get into the story of why they were just so unkind, but they were just really unkind. So my experience here at Monument Valley has not been that peaceful, spiritual experience that I was hoping to have here. Because I thought I was going to have that peaceful, spiritual experience like I did in South Dakota. No. This is the first time I've actually ventured out since I've been here, because this is the first break that I've had in the weather. And I at least wanted to come get some pictures because guys know I love my nature photography. And I at least wanted to share my story and my experience here in Monument Valley. Maybe I just came at the wrong time. Maybe everybody in the town is just not having good days. I don't know. But sorry, I couldn't give you guys a better video of Monument Valley. And I couldn't go and experience it, enjoy it like I really wanted to. But I hope you guys understand, I'm just not feeling the vibe here anymore. Yeah, definitely not feeling the vibe. I'm glad I got to see the monuments. I mean, it is really pretty and it does look peaceful, minus all the cars. But I have to say my experience in Valley of the Gods, which was only 40 minutes away, was probably the experience I wanted to have here. But I guess every place can't be great and what you expect. But yeah, there's my Monument Valley experience. Now enjoy some pictures.